Are we recording? Well, this is kind of new setting today, guys. We're just trying something out. We got the kids in the other room, so we're trying to be quiet. So, hey everybody, it's David Cinelli here, realtor with Royal LePage Signature, and it's Stagers Corner. So, with me, of course, during Stagers Corner is my lovely wife, Natalie Bailyn Cinelli, co-owner of Spaces Collective. How are you doing today, love?
A little bit tired.
Yeah, I'm exhausted. It's been a long week, guys, and we'll fill you in for anyway. Maybe not on Stagers Corner, we'll fill you in. We'll fill you in later on if we see you in person. Right, okay, good. Alright, so Nat, one of the things that came to mind, we always talk about the advantages of hiring a full-time realtor or realtors, and looking at the pedigree, etc. And it just dawns on me, why would somebody hire a stager? What are the advantages? In case somebody doesn't know, besides all the studies and all that too, what are the big advantages of hiring a realtor, of hiring a stager? Something like yourself.
It's a pretty loaded question.
I asked the hard questions, guys.
So there's a lot of things that come to mind, but I think the really basic first reason why you would want to hire a stager is that when you live in your house or you're so used to seeing the rooms around you, sometimes you don't know what actually needs to be done. And sometimes when you're not in the industry, you don't actually know the level of things that need to get done to make a place, picture, and listing perfect. So having somebody come in, aside from the realtor, to have that second set of eyes and understanding what level of activity and achievement is needed, to put it nicely, to prepare for a listing and for being on the market, it's irreplaceable.
Yeah, so a couple things I would say. One thing is Natalie just, again, like we said before, Spaces Collective doesn't just work for me. Some people thought that was the case. No, you work for a lot of other realtors, and I've said this many times on Stagers Corner. So you work with some big boys out there too that have big teams and stuff too. So you're constantly in houses and you're seeing what's been working, what sells, even almost probably more houses than I am, and which is great. So you can go into a property and say, we're seeing this trend, we're seeing this, you need this and this. When I bring her through my listings, I bring her through all of my listings, I get her to give me a shopping list of things or what needs to be done. Some things I handle, and some things the homeowner needs to handle, but these are things that optimize your listing. And I never tell her before we go into a property what we're going into. Sometimes good, sometimes bad, but I want her to come in with a fresh set of eyes as if she was a buyer and what she would need to have done. Yeah. What's the second biggest one I would always say is got to be your inventory, right? The reason why you hire a realtor. I keep saying realtor just because that comes to my mind. Sorry. Second reason I find you would hire a stager is obviously inventory.
Yes. So, there's many different ways to go about it. Us in particular, we own 99.9% of the inventory needed for a house. Sometimes there'll be a very special circumstance where we'll need to rent something that's absolutely perfect for that space. But for the most part, we have our own inventory. And what that allows is us some flexibility to decide, okay, well, this room is the perfect size for a day bed and a study. So a little work from home station. So we have that inventory to make that room perfect, versus, sometimes if I didn't want to.
Anyway. We don't want to go there. The second thing I would say is also the inventory you do have, there's turnover. You don't constantly use, it's not, the couch you would have maybe used 5 years ago, you've sold it or you've given it away. You're constantly changing the trends, which I love. You're on point. I love that about that because the inventory allows you to do that. I've seen some other times where people not so much. You're our property stage. You walked in, you're like, yeah, this was staged, but you can see that it's not on trend. It's something that they've had in inventory. So I've seen that before. So I can say that because it's not my business, so I can say that. But I love the fact that your business, you guys do that. It's great. Okay. So if somebody wants to get in touch with you, what's the best way for them to reach out?
2 ways. You can send us a DM over Instagram at spaces.collective or shoot us an inquiry form through our website at www.spacescollective.ca.
And I don't know if you heard that. Somebody's messaging her right now, trying to get in touch with her now. So.
Yeah, that's just my sister.
Dang. And I'm David V. Cinelli _realtor on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, all that fun. I know TikTok. I don't dance, by the way. But anyway, maybe we should start.
Very lucky.
All right, guys. Thanks again for watching.